Hello Aquarius, Aquarius Rising, and Aquarius Moon people. This is your weekly astrological and card forecast for the week starting January 30th, 2017. And that means you Aquarius Rising and you Aquarius Moon people, yes it does. And those of you who are not Aquarius Rising or Aquarius Moon, check your Rising and your Moon signs out. Adds a completely extra dimension to what's going on with your horoscopes. It will have a more rounded general feel to it, or it'll be more rounded to the general reading as general as it is. And of course, if you ever want to get a session with me, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com. So what is going on with your astrology this week? Well, Mercury's going direct. Well, it's gone direct. Mercury's leaving its shadow, as a lot of people like to think about the shadow period, and it's actually reforming a T-square that it did back in December of 2016, and this is occurring between your 12th house, that's where Mercury is, your privacy, your hidden zone, your secrets, your 9th house, your higher education, travel, large information sharing, as well as multimedia, and your 3rd house of communications with Uranus there. So we've got all these planets working together pretty much throughout the week, pretty much from late Monday up through mid to late Thursday. And this is putting everyone on the spot in a lot of ways, because everyone's going to get a chance to kind of be put on the spot and do, and it's like put up or shut up. What are you going to be doing now that you're given complete control? And a lot of this has to do with information and information sharing with you, Libra. Not Libra, sorry, I'm thinking of Jupiter and Libra. It has to do with you, Aquarius. So when we have a look and see, it's like, are you ready to come out with, a project or, some kind of maybe work debut or submission that you need to actually get off the ground? People are going to be actually very receptive to things like applications, to drafts, to stories, anything that you're trying to publish, anything that you're trying to actually put out there into the wider world. It's time to actually get that going. It's time to get it started. Stop wasting time, oh, I'm going to spend another month and a half studying and doing nothing, or I'm going to research this and do nothing, or I'm going to take another multimedia business course and do nothing. This is the week where it's like, no, you're going to get noticed. You're going to need to actually just kind of allow yourself to take center stage. However, this week can also put you on the spot in other ways. This might be a time where somebody gives you a secret they tell you to tell for them, because they don't know if they could actually share this secret, but they do want that information to be known. It's up to you if you want to take on that responsibility. It won't necessarily reflect badly on you. But again, we're being put on the spot to be sharing all this information and getting all, what's going on behind the scenes out in the open, both your business and their business. Very interestingly enough, it will be better for everyone to be informed. But again, don't sit back and be too passive this week when it comes to even broadcasting yourself or your own abilities, whether you have proposals to make, applications to submit. This is not a time to be procrastinating. For your spiritual advice, we do have the card of the Queen of the Darkwood Elves, which is a very long card name to think of, but this card is basically talking about paying attention to where, we are maybe actually approaching a deadline. Because the card is talking about premonitions, it's talking about foreshadowing, it's talking about deadlines, things that are coming into your life, things that are coming and going just as quickly. And again, we don't want to sit and wait for the next train to catch because we don't think we're ready for this deadline. There's such a thing as over-preparedness. There's also sometimes the delusion of thinking constantly preparing makes us more productive, and that's not always true. Hence the word delusion. And I think that with this the Queen of the Darkwood Elves is talking about is saying, pay attention to where you or maybe some people around you might be, again, over-prepping instead of propositioning, getting more and more ready. Oh, I'm getting ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready, I'm not ready. Well, when is ready going to come with this card? Because we have an opportunity to make a really nice splash, or at least get something very passionate and very personal to us off the ground. And we don't want to sit and procrastinate it again for another few months. You are, again, being put on the spot. For your Earth sector, when it comes to your work and finances, we do have the Magician card upright. And I think some special treatment is coming to the Aquarian people when people start actually customizing your job duties, or maybe even the new job that's being offered to you and your own special skills. In fact, the Magician card upright can actually indicate some extra money coming to you because you are starting to actually almost perform a completely different job or a completely different duty but it is celebrating you. It is making you more popular at the workplace. This could actually be taking on a role or position that becomes permanent down the road, or this may even just be something that you are bringing to work for a short term. The Magician card upright is great for those of you who are, however, also trying to work with your own business or showcase a talent or ability, because we do have that gaining recognition and celebration this week. Now, the person who's in charge of putting it out there is you, but we do have, again, a very, very nice turn of events where it seems like almost right off the bat we get more feedback than we could have expected in such an early beginning. For your communications with air when it comes to your friends, your relatives, the others in your life, we do have the Seven of Wands upright. And this card is kind of talking a little bit about a need to pay attention to where there may be a friend who you know needs some backup this week. I'm not sure if this is backup in terms of social backup, or if this is backup like you are going and putting yourself out there to maybe spend some more time with this person. Maybe we noticed like things aren't going so well for them at home. This could be moral support, because the Seven of Wands upright is kind of saying, what I'm kind of feeling here is you're kind of jumping in and you're kind of, you know, giving this person that support where, again, they do need it, even if it's just quality time. The Seven of Wands upright can also indicate a very, very busy week, I think, that's going to be coming for you. You're going to find yourself in a lot of demand, a lot of interrupting phone calls and things like that. But I also feel like a big part of this is how are you going to make time for this person you know you want to go and, you know, do your support thing with. This is also a great time with the Seven of Wands upright if you've been feeling like maybe a person, you know, you've been drifting apart from a friend, or there's somebody that you want to spend more time with, get to know better because you know you have that rapport. Well, this is the week we finally have an opportunity to get things through, and this is definitely somebody who could be BFF material. For your challenge this week with fire, we do have the Nine of Cups reversed. Interesting card, because the Nine of Cups reversed, and you've been if those of you have been watching me for years, I always talk about the genie in the bottle. Well, guess what? We finally have a Nine of Cups with a genie on it. And with the Nine of Cups reversed, again, we talk about that genie in the bottle. It's important to pay attention to where our wishes, our requests, and our demands are being met, but they're only being met the way that we are articulating them this week, which means if we're not saying anything at all, or we're beating around the bush, or we're saying something we mean something else, people are going to be, you know, listening to that literally and thinking that's exactly what you meant when you meant something else. Now, the Nine of Cups reverse is a very simple lesson. It's not the genie's job to interpret our intention. It's the genie's job to grant the wish. So the wish is your responsibility. The granting, it's the genie's. If you can make sure that you're not giving more responsibility to whomever you're talking about by turning them into translators, you'll be okay. Just mind the tone of your speech, because this could still be a really, really good week for you. Again, people are going to be bending over backwards to do whatever you want. Again, everyone's getting put on the spot in a leadership position, but I do think with the Nine of Cups reverse is basically saying, don't be a careless leader. If people are going to give you what you want, don't ask for the wrong thing. For your emotions with water and your romantic life, we do have the Queen of Cups upright. This is a lovely card for those of you who are looking for new love, because the Queen of Cups upright is either indicating that a water sign is going to be helping you or trying to date you this week. Most likely a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, or somebody with a lot of Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio in their chart. Because the Queen of Cups usually does show up as somebody who is not hiding their effort, they're not hiding their intentions. This person is unmistakable. Whether they're trying to set you up with somebody or they are trying to get closer to you in the interest of dating themselves, they will be doing at least half the work, if not a little bit more. And hopefully it's not coming on too strong. You know, you don't want to approach a love situation at warp speed. It just kind of, you know, gives off a vibe. But with the Queen of Cups upright, we do have an obvious crush being made known. For those of you who are currently coupled, the Queen of Cups upright is saying that there is an opportunity for your partner to suddenly want to be involved in a little bit more of everything. The Queen of Cups always shows up as a nurturer, somebody who's also wanting to be a backup or a support system. And so if you've been feeling like maybe your partner's not necessarily being as supportive or interested or available for everything that you guys have in your life besides just the simple love and relationship part of it, now all of a sudden your partner wants to have a more multifaceted and multi-dimensional relationship. And you know how I like to talk about those kinds of relationships. I think they're the best. So if you Aquarian people have been feeling like maybe this relationship has become a little bit of a two-step shake and bake kind of a pattern, our partner definitely doesn't want that to be so anymore. So that is your forecast. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. You know I appreciate it. And of course, if you'd like to get a session, you can always follow the links below, or go to integrativemysticism.com.